Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Finn's hot cabin encounter, Steffy reels over Ridge's choice. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Thursday, June 13th, reveal that Hope Logan will seek John Finn Finnegan help when a crisis strikes. This may have something to do with Beth Spencer since she'll make an appearance and could potentially need some minor medical assistance. If it were something serious, Hope would no doubt take Beth to the hospital or at least her regular doctor. However, Beth might get a slight sprain while playing or develop some mild cold symptoms that Hope asks Finn to weigh in on. Whatever the case, Hope will indeed rely on Finn's help during a time of crisis, so Finn will step up and reinforce Hope's view that he's a wonderful man. It'll make it even harder for Hope to contain her desires for Finn, so it looks like another sizzling fantasy is on the way. B&B's weekly preview video shows Hope admitting that she can't stop thinking about Finn as the clothes start coming off, so she'll apparently imagine a hot cabin encounter on Thursday's episode. Meanwhile, Ridge Forrester will make an announcement that leaves Steffy Forrester reeling. As Ridge shares plans for his new fashion collection, he'll talk to Steffy about Brooke Logan and the more active role he wants her to tackle at Forrester Creations. Brooke rejected Ridge's offer to run the company alongside Steffy, but Ridge will still want Brooke to have an important position with some substantial power. Of course, Steffy will probably argue that more Logan influence is the last thing Forrester Creations needs, so she'll clash with Ridge over his intentions. Ridge may rush to Brooke's defense and try to convince Steffy that they all need to be working as a team. Although Ridge will make some positive predictions about Brooke's new role and the expertise she could offer, Steffy will have a bad feeling about all this. You can bet Steffy will put up a fight, but she may ultimately relent if Ridge refuses to let this go. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will get some unsettling updates and strike back, so don't miss her reaction to Ridge's huge news. Poppy marks territory and pushes Katie away. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers recap for Wednesday, June 12th, reveals that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, eventually convinced Hope Logan to be honest about whether she was developing feelings for John Finn Finnegan, so Hope admitted she was starting to care more about Finn. Hope thought that was reasonable considering he'd been a good friend and was such a compassionate, amazing doctor. Brooke asked if Hope was Finn's patient now, so she explained about her migraines and Finn's healing hands since he gave her a massage. Brooke didn't like the sound of all this, but Hope acted like Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes would, didn't understand him like she did. After Hope suggested that she was kindred spirits with Finn, Brooke reminded her that they were talking about Steffy's husband. Hope said she wasn't going after Finn, but she did acknowledge that he was one of the best men she'd ever met. Meanwhile, Steffy told Finn that she had more experience with the Logans and urged him to keep Hope at a distance. Although Steffy insisted this wasn't coming from a place of jealousy or insecurity, she was uncomfortable with Finn spending time with Hope. Once Steffy called Hope lost and reckless, she pointed out that Hope didn't want to lose Deacon Sharp and was accepting Sheila Sharp as a result. Finn thought they should help Hope since she was struggling and try to break the rivalry cycle, which could be passed down to Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer if something didn't change. After Finn told Steffy not to worry and assured her that Hope wasn't influencing him, Steffy said okay and gave him a hug. However, Steffy still looked nervous over Finn's shoulder. At Il Giardino on Wednesday's B&B episode, wrapped up a business meeting with Bill Spencer and Liam Spencer. Once Tracy pointed out that she was just doing what they hired her for by mitigating any surprises, Bill hinted about how sometimes surprises could be a good thing. After Tracy left, Liam seemed uncomfortable over Bill almost blabbing about his long-lost daughter to an employee and wanted his dad to talk to him instead. Bill reflected on how Poppy Nozawa still took his breath away and had given him more than just memories now that Luna Nozawa was confirmed as his child. Liam wondered if Bill had spoken to Katie Logan about all this, but Bill hadn't had a chance yet. At Bill's mansion, Katie was pressured to give Poppy and Luna her blessing as Bill's new girlfriend put her on the spot. After Katie said she didn't know Poppy very well, she insisted she thought very highly of Luna since she knew her from Forrester Creations. Although Katie hadn't been able to discuss everything with Bill yet, she pointed out that this affected Will Spencer's life, too. Once Luna took off to meet with R.J. Forrester, Poppy said she'd let Bill know that Katie stopped by. Katie asked if Poppy was telling her to leave, but Poppy denied that and didn't want any tension. Poppy knew there'd be an adjustment period since this home used to be Katie's and now it was Poppy's, but she hoped they could eventually become good friends. After Poppy suggested there was a lot to do around the house, she said the place needed a woman's touch. Poppy thought Katie would want to be on her way, but she once again vowed to let Bill know Katie stopped by. That said, Poppy warned Katie not to get her hopes up about Bill getting back to her today. Bill would be eager to make up for lost time with Poppy and Luna, at least based on Poppy's prediction. Poppy was eager to make up for lost time as well, so Katie smirked and imagined that she indeed was. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Katie and Poppy's feud could lead to troubling news for Bill, so we'll bring you updates on any erupting hostility. On the June 13th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers preview Ridge sharing his concept for his new fashion line at Forrester Creations with Steffy. More importantly, he reveals that Brooke will be her new co-CEO at FC. Wow! Adding to Steffy's woes, Hope turns to Finn with a problem. Is it one of those tension headaches again? This episode should contain some juicy moments you don't want to miss. Leading the way. Ridge Torsten K., who caught up with Soap Hub at the Daytime Emmys, doesn't want the headache of managing Forrester Creations. That's not what he does best. He wants to get back to his passion, which is designing. Ridge comes up with a great concept for a new line and impresses Steffy with it. However, Steffy won't enjoy the next part of her meeting with Ridge. Brooke mulled over Ridge's offer to be co-CEO of the company. While her initial reaction was that she wasn't necessarily interested, Brooke seems to have had a change of heart. Welcome your new co-CEO, Steffy. Ridge is likely prepared for Steffy's shocked reaction. He may tell his daughter that she needs to play nice with Brooke for the benefit of FC. We wonder how that will go. What do you think? Post a comment. Hope turns to Finn. Outside of the boardroom, Steffy's problems are mounting. At the risk of looking like a jealous shrew, she told hubby Finn to stay away from Hope. Read more about Hope's feelings for Finn here. Finn seemed like he didn't like being told what to do, but he agreed. Hope, however, isn't fazed by Steffy's orders. In fact, the next time she has an issue she needs help with, she runs right to Finn. We have a feeling that Hope needs help with her headaches and stress relief again. What will Finn do when Hope comes to him for assistance this time? Should Thomas Forrester come home? Brooke sees what is going on between Hope and Finn and decides it is time for Thomas to return home. After all, Thomas is the one person who can save Hope for the future and Steffy wouldn't fight him to keep it going. Thomas could be Hope's saving grace if he would just leave Paris and come back home. Will Brooke be the person to sound the alarm and let Thomas know what Steffy is up to with the clothing line? Would Hope turn her attention back to Thomas if he and Douglas Forrester were to return? Perhaps Finn is just a distraction for Hope since Thomas isn't around. Will Thomas return and settle Hope's would back down to where she is the level-headed woman she used to be?